My name is Anna, and beneath the surface of my ordinary existence lies a fervent devotion to the enchanting whispers of nature's secrets. Life has a sinister way of entombing secrets deep within the earth, and just when you think they are forever hidden, they rise to the surface, blooming with a chilling surprise. It all began in the haunting silence that followed my husband's untimely departure from this world. Grief weaves its dark threads through the fabric of your soul, transforming you in ways you never imagined. It drives you to seek solace in shadows, where comfort lurks in the most unforeseen corners, waiting to ensnare you in its haunting embrace. For me, that place was a garden, shrouded in mystery, not my own, but one that belonged to a man named Mr. Grayson, whose secrets whispered through the leaves and shadows. At the age of 74, he carried an air of quiet intensity, his voice a mere whisper, yet his gaze pierced through the shadows, revealing a mind as keen as a blade. Years had slipped away since his wife vanished into the shadows, leaving behind a house that echoed with silence and a garden that had surrendered its vibrant beauty to the relentless grip of desolation. The first day I laid eyes on him, he loomed on his patio, his gaze piercing through the distance, igniting a flutter of fear and exhilaration in my chest. His gaze was not overtly predatory, yet there was an undeniable intensity in the way his eyes tracked my every move, a silent tension that sent shivers down my spine. "It once stood as her pride and joy," he whispered, his voice barely breaking the heavy silence, as he surveyed the chaotic tangle of wild vines and the fading beauty of wilting flowers. She could hardly bear the sight before her, a vision that twisted her heart with despair. His voice emerged from the shadows, rough and jagged, as if it had been forged in the depths of an unending silence, echoing with the weight of untold stories and hidden fears. The gravity of his absence hung heavily in the air, each word a haunting echo of what once was. Yet, a tempest brewed within me. Perhaps it was the intensity in his gaze as he surveyed the withering garden, a haunting mirror of his own fractured soul. I had wandered into that abyss once more, a soul adrift, shattered and desperate, grasping at the faintest glimmers of vitality that remained. With a heavy heart and a mind swirling with uncertainty, I nodded, the weight of the moment pressing down on me like a storm about to break. "And so, we shall reclaim it, no matter the cost." "Together," I whispered, a flicker of hope dancing in my eyes as I offered him a fragile smile, the weight of uncertainty hanging in the air between us. In the beginning, our encounters were fleeting, mere whispers in the shadows of fate. From the shadows of the patio, he would observe me, his gaze piercing through the fading light. Occasionally, a whisper of gratitude would escape his lips, a haunting echo as I prepared to leave, the air thick with unspoken tension. Yet, as the days stretched on, those once fleeting moments of silence began to linger, heavy with unspoken tension. He would hover just within reach, his voice a low murmur as he inquired about the plants I was meticulously trimming. With each tale he spun about his late wife, Eliza, the air thickened with unspoken emotions, drawing me deeper into the shadows of his past. He would whisper her name, his fingers brushing against the delicate petals of the rose as if they held the secrets of the universe, each touch a reminder of her love, now a haunting memory. They whispered to her of love, a haunting beauty that glimmered in the shadows, yet bore a perilous edge that could cut deep if one dared to tread too close. His words lingered in the shadows of my mind, echoing like a haunting melody that refused to fade away. Roses, love, and thorns, each element intertwined in a dance of beauty and pain, echoing a haunting familiarity that sent shivers down the spine. 2 years had passed since the day my world shattered, the day I lost my husband. Since that fateful moment, I have endured the piercing agony of every thorn life could unleash upon me. Yet, as I stood in that garden alongside him, an unsettling shift began to stir within me, a feeling that something was irrevocably changing. Perhaps, just perhaps, the thorns lost their sting when you had someone by your side to brave the darkness with you. On that sweltering afternoon, as I knelt beside the vibrant flower beds, the sun beating down mercilessly, I felt a shiver run down my spine. Wiping the sweat from my brow, I suddenly became aware of his gaze, intense, unyielding, fixed upon me from the shadows. This time, he was not on the patio, he was nearer, a mere few feet away, his gaze unwavering and intense. "You're good at this," he whispered, his gaze locking onto mine with an intensity that sent shivers down my spine. "Reviving a flicker of existence from the brink of oblivion." Text, you must tread lightly, I whispered, my gaze locked onto his, a storm of unspoken tension swirling between us. Handle with care, for one misstep could shatter everything. Yet, if you show them too much tenderness, they may never find the strength to rise. I lifted my gaze to him, the weight of the moment heavy as I brushed the dirt from my hands, a silent acknowledgement of the turmoil that lay ahead. Much like the intricate tapestry of humanity. His lips curled ever so slightly, a mere whisper of a smile, but in that fleeting moment, it was the first time I had ever witnessed such a thing. The air thickened with unspoken tension, and I felt my heart race at the unexpected revelation. Is that so, Anna? He inquired, his voice a velvety whisper that dripped with intrigue. From that moment forward, everything changed irrevocably. Our conversations held secrets that transcended the mere discussion of plants. We delved into the depths of existence, the intoxicating allure of love, and the haunting solitude that stealthily invades the heart when one least expects it. As twilight descended, the sun sank low, drenching the garden in a haunting golden glow. I found myself perched on the ancient stone bench, shadows creeping around me, just a breath away from the whispering rosebushes. Mr. Grayson approached, his presence heavy with unspoken tension as he settled beside me, silence enveloping us like a thick fog. We sat in silence, a heavy stillness enveloping us, thick with unspoken words and electric tension, a moment poised on the edge of revelation. I stole a fleeting glance at him, and in that moment, a tempest of emotions surged within me. For the first time, I beheld a flicker in his eyes, an unsettling blend of sorrow intertwined with an aching, desperate longing that sent shivers down my spine. That look, haunting, familiar, pierced through the air like a chilling whisper from the past. I had sensed it as well, a chilling awareness creeping through the shadows of my mind. Do you ever ache for the warmth of another's presence, the electric thrill of intimacy that once enveloped you? The haunting emptiness lingers, a shadow of what was, leaving you to wonder if that connection will ever return. I whispered, my heart racing as I turned to confront him. His gaze locked onto mine, a fleeting moment that sent a shiver down my spine, and I couldn't shake the chilling thought that perhaps I had crossed a line too perilous to return from. But then he nodded, each movement steeped in gravity, a decision hanging in the air like a storm cloud ready to unleash its fury. With each passing day, he responded, his voice a gravelly testament to the truth that lay beneath. His gaze locked onto mine, an electric tension crackling in the air, and for a fleeting heartbeat, it seemed as though we were the last two souls in existence, suspended in a moment that could shatter at any second. A surge of unexplainable impulse coursed through me, compelling my hand to reach out, intertwining my fingers with his in a moment that felt both electrifying and perilous. His breath caught in his throat, a moment suspended in time, yet he remained rooted, unwilling to retreat. It's perfectly acceptable to desire that, I declared, my voice unwavering yet laced with an undercurrent of tension. It's perfectly acceptable to embrace the tempest of emotions within you. That fateful night, I had beckoned him across the threshold. Not for any reckless abandon or wild pursuits, but because there are moments when the mere proximity to another soul can weave a tapestry of healing, whispering promises of solace in the shadows of despair. He lingered at the threshold, his hand poised on the frame, a silent battle raging within him as the weight of his decision loomed large, threatening to unravel everything he thought he knew. But then, a smile crept across my face, and I whispered, "You're welcome here, Mr. Grayson." The air thickened with unspoken tension, as if the very walls were holding their breath, waiting for what would come next. None shall be anticipated. Only a flicker of warmth lingered in the air, a fragile ember amidst the encroaching shadows. As he crossed the threshold, an electric tension filled the air, and in that moment, a flicker of hope ignited within me, banishing the shadows of solitude that had haunted my days. We had gathered around the table, the steam from our tea swirling like secrets in the air, as tales unfolded and laughter echoed, each moment thick with unspoken tension. In the shadows of unspoken words, where silence loomed heavy, there lay a void, an absence of grand donations, a chilling stillness devoid of sweeping confessions. In a world shrouded in shadows, two souls wander, desperately grasping at the fading echoes of a time when they were truly seen, when their worth was undeniable. The weight of their longing hangs heavy in the air, a haunting reminder of what once was and what could be lost forever. And that fateful night, as I stood frozen, watching him retreat into the shadows beyond my door, an unsettling transformation stirred deep within me, echoing the finality of his departure. As dawn broke, the roses in the garden glowed with an intensity that felt almost otherworldly. The air wrapped around me like a warm embrace, while the sun cast its gentle rays, each one a whisper of secrets yet to unfold. Was it merely a twist of fate, or did the shadows hold a deeper, more sinister truth? Love can whisper in the shadows, subtle yet profound, lurking in the corners of our hearts, waiting for the moment to ignite a fire that consumes us whole. In the stillness of the moment, as steam rises from the cup, a profound realization dawns. This simple act of sharing tea transforms solitude into connection, weaving an invisible thread that binds two souls together. The weight of loneliness begins to lift, replaced by the warmth of companionship, igniting a flicker of hope in the shadows of despair. People believe gardens are mere reflections of beauty, vibrant colors dancing in the sunlight, flowers whispering secrets, and the flawless symmetry of nature's grand design. But beneath this serene facade lies a world teeming with untold stories and hidden dangers, waiting to be uncovered. Yet, they are gravely mistaken. In the heart of the garden lies a tale of unwavering patience, a fierce resilience that defies the tempest. It whispers of the struggle to rise anew, to burst forth in vibrant glory after the chaos of the storm has passed. Mr. Grayson and I, we stand on the precipice of rediscovery, two souls yearning to unfurl their petals once more in a world that has kept us in shadow. At times, fate thrusts us into uncharted territories, where the shadows of the unknown loom large, and every step forward is fraught with uncertainty. In the shadows of our intentions, we believe we are nurturing a garden, yet the truth lurks beneath the surface. We are, in fact, tending to one another, entwined in a delicate dance of care and connection. What began as a mere opportunity to resurrect a forsaken realm transformed into an extraordinary revelation, a haunting testament that even amidst the most twisted of roots, beauty can emerge from the shadows.